Hey, my name is Tracy Long, and I've been seeing Dr. Hanscom for a couple of years now, and I am so grateful for him. I mean, I come hobbling in, and I walk out, and I know that in one or two visits, he puts me right back together, and I can keep going. He's really kept me mobile, and where before I would have thought, I don't know about doing yard work, what if I got further along in the month? But I know that I can come in and on Monday, he'll see me, he'll put me back together, and I can keep going. I like to stay active, I am active, and the problem is that once you kind of get bogged down and you get a couple of areas that hurt, then you stop. You just tend to sit down or lay down, and then you find yourself saying no more and more and more when somebody asks you, do you want to go Jeep ride? Do you want to go wherever? And I like to go. And now that our children are raised, I have grandchildren coming. And so I want to be the grandmother that's active, that can go, that they can count on me and let's go boat riding or, whatever they want to do. For years, even coming up, I believe in chiropractic care just because. You tune your car up, you have to tune your body up. If something happens like a wrist or a knee or a foot, my first thing is, I'm probably out of line. Let me go to Todd first and let him put me back together. And then once I know that my spine is right, then usually that fixes the problem. For years, I played softball and I had a knee problem. And I didn't realize that it wasn't a knee problem because I went to 3 different doctors and specialists. But what it was my hip was out of alignment. And so that was causing my knee to hurt. So after probably 8 years of a lot of pain and a lot of ibuprofen, I went to a chiropractor to put my hips back in line, to fix the knee problem, and now my foot strikes the ground like it's supposed to. And I can go. So I can be active in sports. I'm on a decorating company, and so lots of times I'm on scaffolding or I'm on ladders. And I'm not ready to stop doing that because I like to get it the way that I want it. And God gives me the freedom to be able to do that. So I'm grateful. He's a family man. That matters to me. He's grounded and rooted in Thomasville. I like that. My kids, we've always taken our kids to the chiropractor because you don't really think about, I guess I just thought chiropractors were for older people. But the older I got, but my kids, when my little girl fell off the monkey bars, and her neck hurt, instead of taking her to a regular doctor, I was like, let's go to the chiropractor. And so we went to the chiropractor. And so, we went through that phase where we bought them trampolines, back to the chiropractor. We did 4-wheelers, back to the chiropractor. And go-karts, what were we thinking? Back to the chiropractor. And so you just keep it, keep everything lined up. The human body tries to heal itself, but it just needs a little bit of help. And that's what chiropractors are for, to just keep everything running smooth. And Dr. Hanscom really does that well. He listens. I like that. This is a busy world. Doctors are busy, but he listens and he's kind. And the staff is kind. They always take care of your needs. What I like is they communicate. When you go to the back and he talks and tells you and they evaluate you, then the front office, they know what's going on when you go to check out. I like that. A lot of doctor's offices don't communicate. His does it well. Seamless, actually. I trust all of his employees. They're just good people. My husband was injured at work, and so he works for the city school system, and of course they're like, follow procedure, you have to go see this doctor. I got him, he was in terrible pain, he had a rotated disc, and so they wrote out 2 muscle relaxers and a pain medicine, and you just stay in bed, don't do anything. That's not us. We own a printing company, and we had a huge book that we had to have printed that weekend. And so it was like, what do we do? And when I was leaving the doctor's office, really a surgeon's office, I thought, and I hit a bump in the road, I thought, you're going to the chiropractor. And so I drove across town, come to the chiropractor. He felt to tell which disc was rotated and bulged, adjusted anything. We printed the book, everything was good. We never even filled the prescriptions. He gave us a list of do this, don't do this, but we were able to fulfill our obligations and just not write out the system. So I was recently in a car accident. My husband and I were stopped at a red light and we got hit from behind. And so I went to the ER and sat there for 3 hours during flu season, and finally went up to the little center desk and just said, when they'll be able to see me, because my head felt like a bowling ball and my neck like a brim buster, and I just could hardly hold it up anymore and was in a lot of pain, which I did ask for ice, they gave me. And so there were like 8 people that needed to go into rooms upstairs and 3 more that needed to be dismissed, but it was going to take hours before I was seen. And so I just told my husband, let's go home. All I want to do is lay down and I'll go see Todd tomorrow. And so that's what I did. So I came in, he took a couple x-rays, assessed the problem, and has been putting me on a track to wellness, the 3 visits a week. And if you need me, come back. I like that. He's not just a go by the books type doctor. He's a how can I help you doctor. And so I really appreciate that. And I am doing better. He's helping me get back in alignment so that I can get back with my life.
Chiropractic Solutions, your place for natural health improvement, providing chiropractic care, personalized clinical nutrition, functional mobility, massage therapy, and health improvement products. Contact Chiropractic Solutions today to schedule an appointment.